And I love that I'm announcing this while I look like a freaking crazy clown right now. It's full glam, ain't it? Good afternoon, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026 and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. I feel a little bit out of practice. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a full glam, and while I'm doing a full glam, I'm going to talk you guys through some of my 2026 goals and what's happening in 2026 for me. It's definitely been a while, so there's been a lot going on and I've got a lot to fill you in on. First things first, I'm just going to go deal with knocking things over. I'm just gonna go deal with my hair. I'm gonna quickly just straighten it and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. That took longer than anticipated. I've just kind of put the straightener through it. I was filming a TikTok transition and it took me a long time because it's hard. Anywho, how have we all been? Happy 2026. I have written my 2026 goals down, so I'm just opening them up because I will not remember them off the top of my head. Here we are. Before we get into all that, let's do some skincare. I hope everyone can see me okay. I hope this camera angle's okay. Is what is. Should I turn? I got a new LED light. Is that better? Did that do anything? I got a new vanity LED light, so hopefully that's done something. So I actually had skin needling done the other day. So I had that done 4 days ago on Monday. It is Friday today. So I'm skipping toner, but I will go in with my Rhode glazing milk. Guys, so I bought this when I was in New York. I'm so obsessed with it. And literally today, Rhode officially announced its collaboration with Mecca and that it's going to be available in Australia as of February 2026. So literally in like 2 months. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It is genuinely been such a game changer with my skincare. I mean, I know it works for some people and it doesn't work for others, but for me, it has been so freaking good and I'm so happy. Letting that dry down, then I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream Moisturizer. Again, a staple from last year that I'm bringing in to 2026 and I'm so freaking happy. I love it. Although I have to say, I will be interested to try the Rhode Barrier Butter when Rhode becomes more easily accessible. Alright, so when I last spoke to you guys, I think I just run the New York Marathon. So that was officially like 2 months ago now, which is crazy. And I can't remember how much I debriefed, but it was the hardest friggin' marathon I've ever done. The funniest thing is after New York, I swore I was gonna have like a good year or so off running marathons. No. Yeah, that's not happening. I'll get into that very, very soon. Yeah, New York was so bloody hard, but since then I have been just enjoying backing off the running and I'm really just enjoying being back in the gym and it is so much freaking fun. At the moment, I am currently strength training 4 times a week, going in with the Rhode glazing mist now. And I'm just loving it. The OGs will know that I was always a strength trainer. Running came later. Running still seems like a new concept to me, even though it's not. It's weird. As I may have mentioned before, we're doing like a full, semi-full glam makeup today. I am a little bit nervous, so given my skin needling, this is the first time I'm putting makeup back on my skin, but I think it should be okay. And besides, my skin is now all prepped. Starting off, we're going in with the NARS Pot Concealer to prep my eyelids. I also did just get my lash extensions taken off my lashes, so I don't know how good my lash will be, but that's okay. I'm gonna use my special lash rehab mascara, I think, and put it on at the very end after putting on some lash serum. When doing my eyelids, when I'm prepping the lid with concealer, I don't make it too neat because we can tidy it up later. Then after that, I'm going in with my Emco Pressed Flawless Powder to set my eyelids down, and I'll just use a powder puff. Okay. Guys, my makeup obsession has grown. It's grown so much. How to multitask, how to talk you through my makeup and also talk you through my goals for 2026. I'm a really bad multitasker. We're going to attempt to do both. I'm going to talk you through my eyes, and then I'll talk you through some goals. Starting off, I got this new Patrick Tar Light Clear Major Dimensions Essential Artistry eyeshadow palette. I got the light version. Makeup has become something that's given me so much joy in the latter half of 2025, and it's something that I'm definitely going to be taking into 2026. Do I want to prep with bronzer first? Maybe I will. Before I even add any eyeshadow, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Tilbury bronzer and use that just to go over as a bit of a transition shade over my crease, just under the brow bone. Starting off 2026 goals. These probably won't be in any particular order because I kind of just wrote them down as I was thinking about different things in my planner for 2026. Okay, we're gonna start off with one and get it out of the way because I don't want it to be a big deal for some people, but I want to lose weight in 2026. That I feel like is something that kind of creeps up every now and again on my New Year's resolutions, but this year she's making it a big goal. And like truthfully, it's really hard to prioritize weight loss when you're training for a marathon, and I really would not recommend it. My part of the year, as in the first like 5-6 months of this year, weight loss and strength gains, and I know they're kind of contradictory. I know I'm a personal trainer. They are my goals for the first half of the year in terms of physical goals. I would really like to continue growing my strength in the gym and losing weight while I'm at it. I'm just gonna go in with this dark brown shade down here and tap her in the corner. Now, I don't feel the need to dwell on why I want to lose weight to anyone on the internet. It's just a goal of mine. And I know you can't, I know you can't really make strength gains while losing weight. I understand that. But for my way of training, I'm training in more of a strength training phase at the moment, I guess is the best way to put it. Because normally when I'm in the gym, like when I'm doing strength training in the gym, normally I'm training like as a hypertrophy style of training, which again is, I guess, best for weight loss. But at the moment, I'm not doing that. I'm really focusing on being in a slight caloric deficit and really pushing myself in the gym. And it is so much fun. As someone who really had to sacrifice a lot of their gym time to prioritize running, I can't tell you how much fun it is to be back strength training in the gym 4 times a week. So literally at the moment, I am running only once a week and I'm strength training 4 times a week. Those are the corners of my eyes. They're a little bit messy, but we're gonna clean them up later. Now, I'm gonna pack in a lighter shade. Let's do this really light shade over here. I'm gonna pack that into the inner part of my eyelid. My second physical goal for the year is to be able to do a traditional push-up. And yes, as a personal trainer, I can't do a freaking traditional push-up. Don't come for me. I am a on the bar kind of girly. And it's really not that common for women to be able to do traditional strength push-ups. We don't naturally have as much muscles in our pectoral chest area as men do. And most women, or a lot of women I should say, I shouldn't stereotype, don't like training chest. It's something that I quite enjoy doing, and it is something I have been actively working on since New York Marathon. And I have to say, I am loving it. I'm just now blending out that corner. And then I'm going back and blending the crease again. In fact, we're gonna add a little bit more bronzer to that crease. I can't believe I've actually started to hit pan on this bronzer already. It's so sad. And I'm basically just going back and forwards on my eyes to get them in a comfortable, happy place before I add some shimmer in. It is so much easier to do my eyes now that I don't have lash extensions on. Okay, let's add some shimmer. I'm very excited. I've also got this Patrick Tar for the eyes. Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Dew in Your Dreams. And I haven't used it yet, but look how gorgeous these colors are. I don't know if it'll pick up in the light, but it's like, which color do I want to use? I think I want to use the top one. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It's a bit hard to apply with my long ass nails. Fuck, it's so pretty. Swearing because it's so freaking pretty. This is definitely one of the best shimmers I've ever used. I think I'm gonna use a brush to kind of pick it up just a tiny bit more. You know what? I'm gonna shift you for a minute so you can see it. Are you seeing the shimmer? Ignore the rest of my freaking face, but how gorgeous is the shimmer? Now I'm gonna attempt something really challenging for me, and that is a wing. Don't like doing wings. We didn't do my brows either. Brows and wing, brows and wing. I've got this Mecha Max pencil that I'm just gonna attempt something I saw on TikTok where I just draw a little wing out and kind of smudge it with a brush basically. I'm gonna try and do it on the top line as well. I feel like I haven't got the right brush. See, the smudging brush that I actually have that says smudge on it, I use to pack in the shimmer. Yeah. Oh, I just hit myself in the eye. Going with my Makeup by Mario palette, I'm gonna use the black shade in here and just stamp that over the top as well. I am heading out for dinner tonight, which is why I'm doing this makeup. I will just add, side note, if I'm sweating, it's because it's really fucking hot. I've got my aircon on, but don't judge me if I sweat, okay? I'm a sweaty gal. And secondly, I was on my deathbed yesterday with an endometriosis flare-up. I'm not joking. I was in the gym mid-set, thought I was gonna die, ran to the bathroom, curled over in pain, cried. But today's a brand new day, guys. We survived. Fuck, you know what? I'm sorry, that's pretty good. You can't tell me otherwise, that's fucking gorgeous. Let's see if I can replicate it. I fear the trick is I need a smaller mirror to look into. We will clean it up. Not a bad job. Oh, pat on the back there. Pretty proud of myself. Let's quickly do a little bit of under eye detailing. I'm gonna go in with my bronzer again. Just a little under the eye smudging. Oh, I think that went right in the eyeball. And now I'm gonna use that dark brown again and just, ooh, dark brown again. I feel like it's coming up orange on camera. It's a fucking brown. And do just the outer corner color with that. That 100% went in my eyeball. Now let's clean it up. I will use a little cotton bud. Just swipe up. Other eye. Tell me you're impressed. Tell me you're impressed. I know I am. I do realize I have stopped speaking about goals because I've been so focused on my makeup. So let's get into the next goal. Using the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. My next goal, guys, is I want to develop / improve my sleep routine. Because I think we all know how important sleep is. If you don't, it's really bloody important. And I am someone who needs as much sleep as possible every night. Like 7 to 8 hours really isn't enough for me, even though that's pretty much what we're all working with because we all have busy lives and everything. And with me and work and coaching and training and everything, it's really hard to get more than that in. But really, I am going to be aiming to try and get at least 7 to 8 hours, and anything else I can get on top of that is pure a win. It's just a win because trust me, I need it. Like I'm at my prime with like 10 hours plus. Tap her in, make her nice and tacky. Going back in with my NARS Pot Concealer now and just spot concealing any of my blemishes. Just a cutesy way of saying pimples. So a bit of an update for you guys, which kind of leads into my next goal, is I have officially completed my running coaching certification. Stop it. Stop it. Very, very exciting. With that, my next 2026 goal is I would love to pick up more, not only PT clients, but run coaching clients now that I've sort of finished that next part of my education. It's something I'm really passionate about, particularly helping people who don't realize that they have the power to learn how to run. Like that was me. Like I was someone who always hated running growing up, and something I just never thought I'd be able to get into or be good at. And I don't even know if I'd count myself as good as it now, but it's something I do, and it's something that like I think is really powerful. Women in particular just getting into running and proving their fucking boss. Yeah, I don't know how to say that without it sounding really cringe, but I'm just really passionate about it. So one of my goals is growing my clientele, my business clientele, picking up some more running clientele, and picking up some more PT clientele as well. I am still in-person coaching at a gym in Sydney. All the details of that are on my Instagram page if you'd like to find out more information about that. Of course, feel free to comment below as well, but I don't use YouTube for my business. It's just really a fun outlet for me. But yeah, all the details around that are on my Instagram page if you are interested in knowing more about that. Now, as you can probably see, I've been pretty generous with my spot concealing because I have a lot to conceal, but we're gonna let that dry down and then we're gonna move on to our foundation. I lie, we're gonna fix our brows briefly. I actually hate doing brows. It's the one thing I've yet to like master. I really haven't found, like I just don't love brow gel yet. So I'm gonna stick with just a brow pencil. This is the Refi brow pencil. Again, another great product I picked up from the US. And I'm just gonna tidy my brows up with it, and that will be calling it a day with the brows. Okay, foundation. As I'm doing more of a full glam look, I'm going in with my House Labs foundation. Again, an absolute beauty. I picked her up in the US and it's something I'd wanted to try. Obviously you can get it here in Australia, but I was on a spending spree, so I picked her up in the US and I'm so freaking glad I got her. I ended up getting her in a tan shade as well for when I fade tan because I bloody love her. And you don't need a lot of her. She goes a long way. So I'm just gonna apply this on my face like so, and then I'm using this Morphe spatula brush to lightly coat her on. Oh yeah, my skin is definitely feeling a little bit crusty from the skin needling. Yeah, she typically blends a lot smoother than this, but again, I think my skin is still just so, all those cat hair, so dry still that she's sitting on a bit thick, but it's fine. We will make it work. Let's dive into my next goal, and my next goal is to travel in style. And what I mean by that is this is kind of a hope. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I would really like my next overseas trip, which is happening later this year. I'd love to fly premium economy. It's just like a dream of mine. So if anyone followed me for the London Marathon journey, you may remember me and my partner, when we flew out to London, we paid to fly premium economy. We didn't get to use points or anything. We just paid the exorbitant price of like 2,000 something per person to fly over premium economy. And it was the best. Like, it was genuinely such a luxurious feeling. And I really would love to be able to do that again, especially because we're flying on a big international trip this year. Okay, now I'm going to, we're gonna test something. Using my Road Glazing Mist, I'm gonna dampen my face again and just put a little bit moisture back in as it's feeling crusty. And I'm aware I look crazy right now. I know. While that absorbs, I'm just gonna go down the neck with my foundation and over my ears. Honestly, it's a never-ending drama of me getting cat hair in my face and stuck in my face while I'm doing my makeup. Then I'm using this Pawpaw sponge that is nice and damp, and I'm just gonna tap over the foundation and tap her into the skin. So you may be wondering, Kelly, where is this next overseas trip? Oh, guys, I'm so glad you asked. Linking it with my next 2026 goal. And I love that I'm announcing this while I look like a freaking crazy clown right now. Guys, I'm officially doing the 2026 Berlin Marathon. What? Hold for applause, hold for applause. If you're wondering why on earth I'm doing the Berlin Marathon after I said I was taking a 12-month sabbatical and break from marathons, I entered 3 ballots this year. 4 ballots this year. 4 ballots in 2025. I entered Tokyo, London, Chicago, and Berlin. And New York, but like obviously I didn't get New York, but yeah. I entered a lot of ballots this year. And the remaining ballots after New York to find out for next year were Berlin and Chicago. And I said to my partner, I was like, you know what, 100% taking a break from marathons. Like, I entered Chicago and Berlin, but what are the chances? I've been rejected every year from a ballot. Like, I roll over one morning, check my phone, and what do you know? I got into the Berlin Marathon through the ballot. That's crazy. Let this be a lesson to you guys. You can get in through the ballot. It happens. Okay, front on look at her. She's still looking crazy, but bear with. Now that I put my concealer and foundation on, we're gonna go in with some bronzer. I have become a big fan of this Westman Atelier contour stick. She's, oh fuck, I just touched her. She is more of a cool toned, contoury type than a bronzer, and I am quite fair skin. I might use her. Yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna use her. Except I just tapped her. It's gonna go on, oh fuck's sake, keep touching everything. On the forehead, above my jawline, bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and my jawline. Did I say jawline before? My cheeks? You know what I mean. And then I'm gonna buff her out. We're buffing. So yeah guys, Berlin Marathon, September 2026. It's happening. Until then, as I said, I'm not entering a training block till at least May. Till May, running is very much on the back burner. I am trying to do 1 run a week to keep it up. This week, we'll see how we go because I had that mad endo flare up yesterday. So I don't know, I just want to take it easy this week, but I am trying to keep it up. Last week, I did a 8K kilometer run. So I will try and keep between 5 to 10Ks up once a week. until May. That's happening, and if it can all happen, I would love it if I could fly a premium economy over. We're manifesting. We're manifesting somehow just wealth. And of course, while we're over there, we are just in the process of planning a bit of a holiday because Australia is really far from Europe. So if we're gonna go, like we may as well make it a bit of a trip, you know? Front on, nice and subtle. Now we move on to blush. Oh, I've zoomed in on you as well. How have I done that? Okay, dropped my blush and zoomed in on myself. Oh no. She rolled right onto me bed. As I was saying, I am a big fan of the Rode Pocket Blushes, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Freckle. Look at myself, it's getting hot. Put you in the light again. She's like a nice toasty, like nudie color, which I love. I really just don't think I look good with a lot of blush. I've decided as well, I think I prefer like the nice toasty colors. I have been experimenting with some like nice cooly pinky tones, and I've tried a red and stuff, but I think the toasty pink, or like the warm toasty colors, I just think suit me better. And I also prefer doing like heavier on the cream blush than I do with going in with like a lot of powder. A little bit on the nose. All right, this is what she's looking like. Front on. And while we're doing my makeup, what a great time to tell you that one of my next goals for 2026 is finishing my makeup artist certification. Can she do it, guys? What are we thinking so far? Be nice, be nice. I just remembered I actually bought new concealers, but that's fine. We're gonna stick with what we've got right now. I'm gonna go with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is like a very fair shade. If you can see that, has like a nice brightening shade right under the eye. And then I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Superstay 30 Hour Concealer, which is a little bit closer to my skin tone. It's actually a little bit dark on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna blend that all out. I'm getting overstimulated. Let me put stuff away first. Now we blend. I am still doing my makeup artist certification. It's obviously taking like a bit of a step back, as everything did with the marathon last year, but I'm hoping to keep sort of plodding away at that. It won't be a prominent goal. Like, this is something I really enjoy doing and it's something that I'm loving, but ultimately and realistically, there's only so much time in my day, and I have a lot of other things going on and a lot of other priorities that, like, I think I just need to focus on one thing at a time. So yes, it is a goal, but it's not, I guess, a priority in terms of all my other goals. Like growing my coaching business and kind of focusing on that will take precedent over my makeup goal. As fun as it is, I think I just can't do a million things at once. And I was listening to a podcast today that kind of reminded me that, like, I can't do everything. If I wanted to focus on makeup, I'd have to sacrifice something else. So let's just hold our horses. Just gonna add a tiny bit of this to my nose and a little bit up here as well. Running low. Good thing I ordered some more. Just blend her out. I think I've done so much yapping, my camera's gonna die soon. Now I'm gonna give her a quick spray with my MCO Flawless Setting Spray. I'm gonna use 3 setting sprays during this video. You're gonna laugh. Does anyone else's nose run when they do makeup? This is what she's looking like front on. Again, we're looking a little bit crazy, but we're gonna set it all down in a second with some powder. I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty, but booty. Huda Beauty, using a little powder puff, tapping off the excess. I'm just gonna do where I put that concealer. Ah, stupid nose. And just patting her in. Blending that concealer into my blush just effortlessly. I swear to fucking God, my fucking nose. And then we're gonna bake just on that side and that side. All right, while she's baking, we're gonna go in with our Charlotte Tilbury bronzer again, and we're gonna speed up because my camera is absolutely gonna die. And using a nice fluffy brush, tapping off the excess, just tapping over where I put that cream contour, like so. Draw. Moving on, Huda Beauty blush powder palette. This is like the toasty color. I'm obsessed. Perfect for me who likes the toasty makeup. This is what we're looking like. Let's get my camera's gonna die. Just gonna go in with these two colors mixed together and lightly tap her over where we put that cream blush. As I mentioned, I don't like too much of the powder. I prefer having like the prominent cream. Fuck, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm gonna quickly go back and do that. Open, please. Using a fluffy brush, I'm just gonna connect my brow bone where my brow is and go down the bridge of my nose. Ta-da! Just using a fluffy brush just to pat that baking powder in, like so. This is what she's looking like so far. Did I just pause everything to charge my camera up a little bit? Yes, I did. Where were we? I powdered my face, I contoured my nose, and I blush powdered my face. I don't know what you call it. Let's add some highlighter. Where is the magnificent? I'm gonna add some Dior to some of the high points of my face. This fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with these two shades here, top of my forehead. And then add my white and pink at the top of my cheekbone. Little bit on the nose, glowy. And then using my e.l.f. smudging brush that I use my shimmer, I'm just gonna go in with that white and really add that to the corner of my eye. Really pack in there. It's full glam, ain't it? Did I sound British? Please don't unfollow me. God, I keep getting sidetracked. Remaining of my 2026 goals. It's kind of a funny one if you do follow me back in the day and you knew how much I hated being a lawyer, and then I went back and now I work for the government and I actually don't hate it. You know what? One of my goals this year is to actually get a promotion at my job. Never thought I'd say those words. Getting a promotion in government is kind of a little bit different to getting a promotion in other forms of like private sector work, because you actually have to apply for the job you want to be promoted for and go through the whole application process. It's weird, I know. It's not on like, oh my God, I have to get promoted this year, like, but I am enjoying my job enough that should an opportunity present itself, I would like to apply and maybe get a promotion. Times are changing, she was black in her career in law. What? I'm as shocked as you are. I'm as shocked as you are. Now we're gonna go in with our second setting spray, the One Size Powder Melt. This was out of stock for so freaking long that the moment I saw it available again, I was like, I have to. We're now gonna go in with mascara. As I mentioned, I got my lash extensions off earlier today, so I'm not feeling super confident with how this is gonna go, but what I'm gonna do first is apply my lash serum, and then I'm gonna apply the mascara from the same place. So I got the Lash Rehab. Whether they're any good or not, I don't know. I've been using the lash serum and I think it's been doing something. Just gonna do a light layer over my lashes. Oh, hello sir. Hugo's just come out from under my bed, probably going, it's dinner time. It's 5:30 because Mama's taken forever to do her makeup. Oh. Hi. Hey Bubba. Hello Johnny. He's such a good boy. Yup. Is this doing a lot? Not really. In a typical full glam, I would actually apply fake lashes, and I've actually bought some new clusters that I can try, but I just need to give my lashes, I think, 48 hours of nothing on top of them. Let them bounce back a little bit, you know? Another of my 2026 goals is to continue to grow on social media. Now, with that, I actually need to be better, because it's like waiting for the freaking plants to grow without watering them or giving them sunlight, because I say this and sometimes I'm just so inconsistent. Like with YouTube, for example, it's so weird that I haven't seen you guys in so long. No, seriously, I'd really like to continue to grow, so I do need to make more of an effort with my social media and not take myself too seriously, because sometimes I just want to be perfect and be like all the other girls, and I'm just not like that. We're gonna do some lips, love. Lippy, ain't it? What the fuck is wrong with me today? Do I want brown, like a nudie, or do I want pinky? I literally just started applying Anywhere Caffeine, but I've got this like super brown one from Maybelline, the Lifter Liner. It's gorge, but she do look quite dark on me. The classic Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever. The classic MAC Whirl. I've also got a Morphe one, which is quite pink, which I don't think is the quite... Fuck, my nose is running. I'm overstimulated. Okay, we're gonna do with it Anywhere Caffeine, but she does need a sharpen. that required a lot of concentration, and there was 100% boy fluff on my nose. Whenever I say boy fluff, I mean cats. We refer to them as the boys. Boy fluff up my nose. And using my powder puff, any of the excess powder that's on, I'm just gonna put on my lip. I'm actually going for quite a matte lippy today. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to use just my Nivea lip balm because it has a nice like pink sheery glow to it on the center of my lips. But because we're doing full glam, we're whipping out the lippy. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Honey Love and just put that in the center of my lips. What are we thinking? My last and final goal of 2026 is to just feel loved, be happy and feel loved. And I know that sounds really cliche and stupid and whatever, but it's important to me. It's important to me to be happy and feel loved. And I'm very, very lucky. I'm in a loving, beautiful relationship. Yeah, I'm just, you know, taking the time like we are tonight to have a little date night, and I want to make him feel loved and he makes me feel loved. And I know that's really gross. Ugh, I know, but it's important. And that not only like romantic love, but like love for my friends. And I want this year to be all about the love. And it's really nice. We're at a special age as well where a lot of my friends are starting to get married and engaged, and it's just like it's a year of love. So I want to feel the love this year and I want to give the love this year. I'm soppy. I'm a soppy gal. Anyway, time for the final piece of the puzzle. I think I'm done otherwise. Using the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting spray, and we're holding our breath because it smells like shit. She ain't moving. Let's take a look. This is at my vanity light. Let's go into the natural light. This her in the natural light. Hi girl, how you doing? Hi huh. And even more natural light. My hair's gone a bit funny again, but you know, she do be sweaty, she do be hot. But anyway guys, this is my full glam of makeup ready for a date night, and those are my 2026 goals. I hope it all made sense. I know it was a bit jumping all over the place, you know. I can only multitask so much. It was so lovely to catch up with everyone again. So happy to be back on YouTube, and I hope to see you guys soon. Make sure you hit the subscribe button because we do all the things together here. And 2026, we're running another blaming marathon, so you know what that means? Another running series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Like and subscribe. Say like and subscribe, half.